knows? If nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else. So be patient with your process. Thank you, Tina. Also, this about the time that you probably want to hit that volume, all right? Y'all already know that voice is too raspy to be whispering, all right? So let's get started. First and foremost, I had to ask you how you was feeling, right? Because right now, there's certain things that God is starting to reveal for you. See, everything that you prayed for is about to get presented to you. You understand me? Now, I have to remind you of what you previously were praying for. Because as they get presented to you right now, there's some of you that may be tempted to turn around, turn them down, walk away. See, I want you to remember, once upon a time, you was asking God to order your steps. You was asking God for certain things. You was praying for certain abundance to come in. You was praying for an opportunity with certain individuals that were crossing paths with you. Now God is presenting you with that opportunity, but again, you may be unsure of what direction you should do. Now, let me tell you, chosen ones, there's some of you that, again, see, we're going to hit off every area, all right? So I want you to stay connected in, right? So there's some of you that may have had certain false starts with certain individuals. This could have been somebody that you were romantically interested in, or you crossed paths while you was in connections with somebody, or they was in a connection with somebody else, but you felt that spark with somebody, right? You intuitively identified that person way before you even got to know them like that. So you may have knew them way before this 3D illusion type of energy, right? You may have knew them on a 5D level. That means you knew them on a soul level. You knew who they truly were. But again, when they presented themselves to you, y'all could have been involved in different areas. See, that could have been distance at work may have created between you two. This person could have lived in a different city or state than you. This could have been somebody that, again, had a karmic relationship that they was involved with, or some type of family dynamic that y'all had a false start with. I want you to realize that there was upon a time that you was praying for that person to get presented again. You was telling yourself again how they missed their chance, or what you would have did had you been in the position that they were in. So if they was in a family dynamic and you knew that it had karmic tendencies to it, and that person knew that that wasn't the person that they were supposed to be with, but they were staying in that foundation based upon expectations of other individuals, see, chosen ones, I want you to realize, see, at that time, they may not have been in a position where they believed that they would be able to survive without that person they was connected with. They may not have been in a position where they was willing to live for themselves instead of living for everybody else and their expectations. See, you may have said how all of the things that you would have did, but you wasn't placed in that position. They were. So I want you to realize that you was talking about what you would do had you been in that position as that individual. Now, the karmic cycle has spun. Now you are going to be placed in the same or similar position as them. So that means, again, you're going to have to choose whether or not you're going to invest and take that risk with them, or you're going to settle for something that you feel is guaranteed in a sense. See, chosen one, the opportunity is going to get presented. Not only that, there's some of you that may have moved away or relocated. God could have asked you or guided you to make a certain move. Now, all of a sudden, you're realizing that God is rearranging your tracks. Now you're going back to where you just came from, in a sense. See, what do I mean, chosen ones? There's some of you that was guided to a different city or state. You sat there and took that risk. You went ahead and made that move. See, you could have had a fresh start. Again, at that time, you ain't know exactly what you was going to do, but you allowed God to guide you. See, some of you already played your position that you were supposed to play. See, God had you isolated in a sense. Go take that risk. Work on yourself. Now he going to have you spend the block in a sense and be able to align with somebody else. See, chosen ones, I want you to realize some of you are feeling like a failure because God is having you retract or retrace your steps in a sense, going back to the direction or going back into the position that you felt like you just came from. So whether or not that you just moved into a new place and now things ain't going your way, or now you feel guided to make a different move, or whether or not you said, I'll never go back to that state, I'll never move back to that town, then God presents that opportunity for you. See, chosen ones, some of you left something in that location. Now, what do I mean? Again, some of you had false starts with certain individuals. Now, this time for y'all to be divinely aligned. So you had to go back to square one in a sense, not backtrack pertaining to your past habits, but go back to that location to pick them up. See, at that time, they wasn't ready. You had to show them that certain things could be done. See, they was in an area in their mind where they didn't believe that they could achieve certain things. See, they had family members telling them that they couldn't be this. They had certain past partners telling them that they shouldn't do that. They had certain people that they was living for but wasn't living for their happiness. So God had them come back and retrace those steps that they finally had to face off in a sense and make that choice instead of keeping that door open. See, chosen ones, there's certain individuals that never stood up for themselves. See, in a sense, they was doing the same thing that everybody else did to them. They wasn't paying attention to what their inner child was feeling. They wasn't acknowledging their feelings. They was out here trying to help everybody else that was hurting them. So now, therefore, God's going to present that opportunity. He's going to present it to them. Now, at that time, they're going to have to be real with themselves. See, chosen ones, I want you to realize that if you've been getting reconnected to a past person that you know is not for you, that God showed you that this person can't go to where you're going to. See, God may have y'all cross paths again to be cool, for you to be cordial, so that, again, you feel like that door is closed and you can move on in a sense. See, God is not going to sit there. Some of you are trying to compromise, though, and we're going to have to talk. See, when I say that, chosen ones, I mean this. You are not supposed to, just because this person has to get let go, that doesn't mean you have to be deliberately disrespectful to them. That doesn't mean that you have to act hateful towards them to persuade yourself not to like them. You're going to have to cut that out. You have to know what you know, as well as not stoop down to a certain level. You understand me? So that means, again, if you know this person is just not your divine partner, not somebody that you're supposed to be with, that you don't feel that spark with them, you could have that spark with another individual, then you need to tell them. You feel like you are helping them, or, again, you feel like you saving them from not speaking the truth upon them, but you have to give them free will in a sense. You get karma and consequences for not keeping it real too, chosen ones. So if you out here, again, living a lie to by other individuals' expectations, to listen to what they want you to do, you making your moves on behalf of them, then you're going to get karma and consequences too, no matter what your intentions was. Because, again, later down the road, God was going to have this in one way, shape, or form. It was going to end. No matter how long you try to soften the blow for them or ease it on them, it's going to come to an ending. So if you keep trying to prolong that relationship because you're trying to let them get in the position where they're finally okay with getting dismissed, that's never going to happen. No matter how many things you try to set up for them to make them feel like they're not lacking, no matter how much respect you try to show towards them, they're going to want you to choose them over the person that you're supposed to be with. So you're not going to be able to please them. You're going to have to make that decision. But that's not for you to go out of your way to be spiteful, to prove a point to them. Just speaking your truth, letting them know what you're going to do. That, yes, you had love for them, appreciate that journey, but they no longer can go with you, that they not growing with you, that when you met them, you ain't realized that they have gotten to the point, their highest heights. You understand me? So you kept cutting down a piece of you to try to blend in or stay balanced with these individuals, but chosen ones, you was playing yourself the whole time. You understand me? So you had to be willing to let go of certain things. But again, God is having a lot of y'all finally get that opportunity with your divine feminine or your divine masculine. So this is your twin flame, your kingdom spouse, your soulmate. This is the person that when you met them, you instantly knew them. When you met them, you were glued to them. When you met them, you felt that spark. You ain't go through certain karmic cycles with them. You understand me? The biggest challenge for you two was let go of certain things that truly didn't serve you so that y'all could give each other the proper opportunity to pursue each other. You understand me? So there's some of you that's out here holding a grudge against the person that had a false start with. Just like you, they wasn't prepared for that position as well. Because you was connected to your past, or you had certain things that you ain't healed from. You lacked confidence. You lacked structures in a sense. You may not have even knew what your purpose was when you initially came in contact with them. So God had you see who it was that you felt divinely connected to so that you knew what it was. Because there's some of you that had certain karmic partners that you wasn't letting go of until God aligned you with this person. Then you seen certain things different. You started to realize that you had a deeper bond with this new person than that past person that you had been with. You understand me? So the more that you started to get to know yourself, you understood that that person from the past you outgrew from. That they never really served you. That they only matched that illusion that you was putting on for other people based upon what they expected out of you. You understand me? So the more that you get to know you, you starting to realize who's for you too. See, there's certain people from your past that's going to tell you what they did for you. Or what they encouraged you. Oh, when I met you, you ain't had this. Oh, when I met you, you was doing that. Whole time they gonna try to have a say-so or have a hand in your come up in a sense. Talk about how they are the reason why you are where you are. Just saying that it's based upon the fact that you with them. But I want you to think of how they encourage you to get in certain positions. So this person could say, you ain't had no money when I met you. Now you got bread. What qualities or characteristics did they put off on you to accomplish those things? Did they tell you that you should scam to get that shit? Did they tell you to take risks with your life, selling certain shit to provide for them? Did they tell you to go lie, cheat, get away with certain things? How did they encourage you to obtain certain money that they talking about they helped you get? If they didn't encourage you to chase your dreams and ambitions, because half of them doubted it until they started to see you produce certain profit from doing it. You understand me? So I want you to pay attention how certain people encouraged you. I want you to think of, did they operate from a karmic level telling you to do certain things just because it would get you there quicker? Or did they really care about your character? Care about certain consequences and karma that would come to you? Did they care about what you was feeling? Did they care about how you was healing? Did they say certain things that although you didn't want to hear it at that time, you truly needed to hear it? Or did they say certain things rough to you to have you doubt you? Now you giving them credit because you try to prove them wrong. Whole time you proved God right. You showed them that you knew what you was talking about. That they didn't because they ain't have your sight. They didn't know where you was going to because God didn't let them. You understand me? I want you to think about the person who loves you based upon no matter what you have. Not that person that was with you when you was in lack, because you was only in lack because you was connected to their ass. I'm talking about the person that you, when they met you, they ain't bring up your finances. They didn't care if your phone was cut off and you was calling on Wi-Fi. They didn't care if you had nice clothes or you was driving that Buick or you was pushing that new ride. They didn't care if you had certain designer labels on that was real or if you was rocking the phonies. They didn't care about that. You understand me? They seen you on a soul level. They loved you for who you are. They never downplay you pertaining to finances, because when they first looked at you, they knew that you were that star. They knew your abilities and what you could do. The only time y'all ever had a disagreement was when they seen you wasn't being who you truly was designed to. When they seen you allowing people to play with your energy. When you was allowing people to play with your mentality. When certain people was putting illusions on them, had a confusion on them. When they was out here not living to their best abilities. You understand me? So if that person and you only had a slight disagreement, see how you speak to your chosen partner is not the same that you speak to these demons. See, some of you don't even have to say words. They already feeling how you feeling. But the biggest challenge for you to do is speak up and actually reveal it. Because you so used to people refusing you, downplaying you, not accepting you for you, that you don't understand why this person looks you in your eye and loves everything about you. You got to see the great in you, chosen ones. Because you didn't cross paths with people who truly see you for you, and that makes you uncomfortable. They love you for you and don't expect nothing out of you. They know that you can get the world because they see you as the world. Certain individuals that when they met you, they ain't entertain no other individual like they entertain you. That any point in time, you got to say those words and they going to be ready to ride. They going to be by your side because they already know what you was plotting on because they intellectually connected. You understand me? So, chosen ones, you gotta know you before you feel that these people that you trying to call into you are going to know you. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, there's some of you that are the reason you talking about you still waiting for God to give you certain things. You talking about you waiting for your time, but you the one who's not allowing your time to happen. You not making those moves. You so scary and you doubting you. Now's the season. You talked all those seasons about how nobody was helping you. Nobody was there for you. Nobody truly cared for you. Now God is aligning you with people who are trying to show you attention, that are trying to be of some type of assistance, and now you scared to accept it. How does that sound? You're going to have to choose a side. One side, when everybody abandoned you, didn't help you, didn't ask you how you was doing, didn't acknowledge you, didn't want to do anything, have anything to do with you, you felt less of you. You complained about that. Now people are noticing you. People are showing love to you. People are asking you what you need them to help you with, and they got you. People are loving you for you in your natural form, not what you got on you. You understand me? And now that it's getting presented, you still second guessing it. Things is going to be easier. I'm trying to tell you. You may say, dang, I don't know how you going to come up with that bread. God's going to have you cross paths with somebody that offers that because they know and believe that you're going to be able to give that back. They already know that this is just a little quick, stagnant pace, quick, stagnant moment that they've been waiting on too, because you done sat there and helped so many people around you that they've been wondering on how they can actually repay you. There's certain people that you done talk to them when they needed talk. You done help them when they needed help. You done sat there and worried about helping them instead of taking care of yourself. Certain people that you was out here taking risk on just to make sure that they light stayed on. Certain things that you were doing. See that person that you smiled at and complimented when right then they was contemplating, they ending. See, you not even realizing how you done saved so many people that you didn't cross paths with. See, that's why you doubting yourself. You don't even realize the big impact that you done played on people's life because you feeling like because you ain't have no big bread to give to them that they not still appreciative of the things that you actually did for them. You understand me? Picking up that phone call when they could have told themselves if nobody pick up right now, they was going to cut themselves short. But you answered. That person that you told them, man, fuck that, we gonna figure it out. That person that you noticed their aura and energy was off and you reached out to him. That person that was speaking to you telepathically and you reached out to him regardless if y'all was speaking, beefing, whatever the case may be. You paid attention. See, you not realizing why all these rewards is coming and the devil is trying to persuade you to not accept them. You earned this award. Your name's finally getting caught up. You getting caught up on stage. And everybody who, again, did certain things have to watch you. You understand me? So I want you to think of this, chosen ones. Think about life like school, right? High school, right? What do I mean? See, in high school, you had certain tests, right? But you also got certain things that you dealing with at home, right? You got to kind of balance the two. So you got certain tests with new subjects, certain things that are unknown in school that you have to face, as well as face internal things going on at home. That's almost like your feelings in a sense, right? See, while you at school, again, certain things that you unfamiliar with, what do? You could sit in the class trying to act cool, not ask questions, but not know what that teacher is teaching you. Or you could ask a million questions until you understand what the lesson is. See, chosen ones, the same pertaining to you for God. There's certain things that you kept asking God, and he kept presenting them. Certain things that were unknown, you had to sit back and watch in a sense. See, just like that teacher on that board was writing certain pictures out or drawing certain things out, whatever the case may be. See, some of you, based upon your learning ways, some of you needed them to paint the picture. Some of you just needed to hear it. Some of you needed to keep getting embedded in your head in a sense. That's certain lessons that you weren't learning, but you still kept going to God for clarity. See, I want you to realize there's certain people, that's them impersonating energies. Those people that was watching you, heard what you was trying to do, and hurry up and try to do those things before you. Or those people that, again, was watching you, plotting on you, and was trying to find certain ways to destroy you. See, I want you to realize, chosen ones, that that's equivalent to those people in school that is copying, doing the work, looking over your shoulder, or trying to be in your group. But when that group project happens, they don't put no work in, but in the end, they try to put their name on it to get some type of credit for it. See, when you kept telling the teacher, or you kept telling people around you, so-and-so was cheating off of your paper, they ain't want to listen. Some of them even try to clown you. When you kept telling so-and-so they need to do their own work, stop trying to write off yours, they ain't want to listen, right? See, when you brought that to their attention, that teacher's attention, that's God in a sense, that's your ancestors, that's your intuition. When you finally started to pay attention to it, you brought it to their attention. Now, guess what happened? Now that person's going to be put on the spot. See, those people that was using magic to manipulate certain minds, lying to keep certain things going, people that was trying to make people feel guilty, so because they no longer wanted to be with them, certain people lying on certain people to keep certain people's love from coming in, certain things, whatever the case may be. See, I want you to realize that in due time, that test is going to get presented in. The teacher is going to see. Everybody's going to realize that you wasn't putting that work in like you claimed. That you was paying attention to writing the answers off of other people's work. That you really wasn't living that way. That you ain't do the work to understand it. You just try to go based upon other people and what they was saying. You was copying in a sense. You wasn't being you. You was out there distracting other individuals around you too. See, I say this, chosen ones, because when that test really arrives, we going to see who's real, because the real's going to remain. And the rest is going to fade away. See, if they talk that talk, God's going to present that test. We going to see if you really know how to apply that shit. They don't. They don't. And everybody's going to see. Not only that, chosen ones, I want you to realize a few things, right? See, they could have cheated a few times. They could have got away with a few plots. But in that end test, we going to see. See, these individuals are not going to pass that test. They're not going to be able to cheat their way up out of it. See, if they blamed you for certain shit, God had you isolated from them and seeing the same thing was still occurring. So now you not the excuse, or you not the blame. It was them all along. Certain things are starting to come to light. See, not only that, certain lies that they told are now about to get exposed. Everybody's about to see. See, not only that, chosen ones, again, they gonna have to witness you walk across that stage. See, they didn't sat there and plotted, lied, all of these things, right? They didn't did all of these devious things. Now they gonna be stuck in the stands watching you cross the stage as people stand up and clap their hands. And they gonna pray that they get another opportunity the next season to come up, to graduate. But some of them, they going to keep doing the same thing till they damn near 38 in the 12th grade. Might as well just stop that shit there. You understand me? So I want you to realize that everybody that plotted on you is going to have to watch you front and center, in stage, getting that recognition. Everybody's going to see all the work that you put in based upon how God's about to put you in that position. See, that love that they thought that they stopped, they didn't. God had you take a reroute to throw them off. See, they was trailing you, chosen ones. There's certain people that was gang stalking you. They was watching your every move. There's certain exes of an ex or exes of your true divine partner that are right now still watching you. Still trying to see who you talking to. Still trying to pray new relationships on you, because they know that you know that who your true divine boo is. And it's somebody that they truly still want to be with. That they know that no matter history history or time in this lifetime that they have with them, that you know that they know that that's truly your divine person. That they was written them in a sense. That they was just getting a small period and figure it out. And they was going to have to come up off of them. That's why they upset. That's why they upset. Chosen ones. There's certain people that thought that because they had certain time periods with somebody that you divinely supposed to be with. See, you try to play it cool. You can try to give them time to figure it out what they was going to do. But God told them that their time is up. They're going to have to come up off of that and find who their real love is. They're going to have to find themselves before they even get aligned with somebody else. So that shit's going to come to an ending quick too. But I don't have nothing to do with you because, again, God's divinely aligning you with your true boo. See, some of y'all done already met them and you know that. And right now, you trying to figure out how they going to reach out to you, when you going to hear from this individual. You may have reached out to them, got no response from them. It's coming in. See, they had to set the foundation up because they knew they can't come in here this time with some empty hands. They know last time they make that choice quick enough, so you had to make it for them. They knew that you had certain requirements of you. They would never try to carry you like they carried another individual. They wouldn't even think to try to put you through what they put another individual through based upon the fact that they wasn't sure. So some of them right now are building their foundation up. They starting to have certain endings. They may even online, their profiles may come up missing. Why? They rearranging a few things, deleting old pictures off, changing their relationship status, unfriending certain people that's going to keep nonsense. I'm trying to tell you, if you ain't heard from your divine partner, but you really, really feel them, and you like, hey, yo, why I keep feeling you reach out to me, but I ain't see you hit my phone yet, they coming. But again, God had y'all rerouted in a sense based upon who was following so close behind you. They had exes and karmics trying to see who they about to be aligned with, who they about to move with, who they about to talk to, what they about to do with them, what money and abundance God's about to bring towards them based upon that. So there's so many people trailing y'all right now that you don't even know that shit. It's like you can feel it, but you not even realize. You thought that you was tripping whole time. No, you not. So-and-so's clicking on your page right now just to see if you're going to post a picture of him and her or you and him, whatever the case may be, whatever your dynamic is. Whole time they don't even realize God's telling you to move silent with this shit. Wait for y'all to settle in, then post those pictures. I'm trying to tell you, by the time you post those pictures, y'all already going to be married. And I mean that's going to move quick. Because some of y'all are thinking that you're going to have time when that true divine partner finally comes back. No, you not. You thinking you're going to have time to sit around and wait? Nah, because once the karmic is removed, that shit is almost like a clog that finally gets removed. And then all of a sudden it starts flowing through quick. That's what's going to happen. So things is going, I'm telling you, you don't want to be pregnant. Watch when your divine masculine or feminine comes around. You don't want to conceive a baby or get somebody pregnant. Be cautious. Take precautions. Because when that divine masculine or feminine comes around, that child or that baby that them karmics thought that they energetically took out, they don't even, that's why some of y'all don't even realize why they going so hard. You know, in the Bible, you know that scripture, that part of the Bible where they say how people heard Jesus was going to be born, a masculine baby was going to be born, and it was going to change the dynamic of the world. See, some of them know that the same applies pertaining to you. That y'all are going to be bringing ancestors through, certain people in scripture, certain holy individuals. Y'all too, when y'all unite, you have the power to bring actual ancestors back through. That's that reincarnation in a sense, right? So they know. So that's why they try to stop y'all from being connected. That's why they've been trying to get pregnant or trying to have babies or keep certain. I'm trying to tell you, but it's not going to work. They tried their best because they didn't know when it was going to occur, who it was going to come through. They just energetically tried to shun anybody that person would be connected to, which happens to be you, which happens to be somebody who has a high spiritual ranking, which happens to be somebody's names that ring bells in the spiritual world, somebody whose ancestors nor God is not playing. See, they just happen to try that dark shit with somebody who is a light creator, is the light. God put a piece of him in you so you shine bright just like him. See, they messed up. They thought they can stop it. God had you have a moment from that person. So, chosen ones, if you had a false start and you know who your twin is, your true divine partner, your kingdom spouse is, but y'all at that time, it wasn't divinely aligned just yet, and you got rerouted away from them, and now you're starting to realize that the more that you pay directions, you're getting rerouted back to them. Yeah. God had you move in a different location to throw the other people off. They got comfortable. They thought that they won and thought that you lost. Whole time you didn't. And now they starting to see that shit. They was set up the whole time. See, they was checking call logs, but you was telepathically speaking to them. So they fucked up. They lost. It's a wrap. You understand me? If you are getting rerouted to certain locations, just know that there's something that's going to meet you there. Certain people from your past exes, it's not for you to be if people who actually abused you, mistreated you, disrespected you, that's not who's getting realigned with you. I'm talking about that person you looked in their eyes and you knew who this individual was. You knew everything about them before even getting to know them. That person that you felt a spark with, and since you felt that spark with them, you ain't had no other connection with nobody else, no matter who you tried to bring back in. It didn't happen because they're not your person. That's it. That person that they connected to is going to be mad. It's cool. But that's why you had to isolate in a sense so you can get your confidence up too. So you could be prepared for anything that they going to say, because that shit is a facade. You know exactly what it is. Divinely aligned. They know it too. Let them be mad. It had nothing to do with you. But take that time, yo. I'm trying to tell you. My fault, y'all. I ain't even say yo. But listen, take that time for real. You heard me? Allow yourself to prepare. But if God is rerouting you to a location, this could be you moving back to your peoples until you get on your feet. This could be allow God to reroute you, because you ask God to order your steps. So again, certain things you do not know how it's going to happen, but you know they're going to happen. So embrace them. You understand me? If God said you about to get that place, it ain't for you to know everything. Apply yourself. Believe in yourself. Allow God to figure everything out. You understand me? Everything's getting aligned. But listen, I got to get up off here. Please remember, I'm going to upload this live later on my YouTube. I appreciate y'all who come through sharing it to other individuals. You understand me? It's that gift that keeps on giving. So I appreciate you. Also, chosen ones, hear me out. If you get called to say something to somebody, you better say it. I don't care if it's a stranger on the street that God's telling you to give them a compliment or ask them if they're okay or whatever the case may be. You are to do it. You understand me? Because you don't know whose confirmation that you coming in as. You understand me? So just because you don't know what's going on, it's not, some things ain't for you to know. It's just for you to do them. And then as you say them, even if that person doesn't understand in that moment, they will. And they're going to come back to you and appreciate you, thank you, whatever the case may be. Or if they don't get to see you again, just know that that was a seed that was planted for them to be able to see greater things. But you got to speak up. It's simple, something as simple as, hey, how you doing? You okay? Oh, I like that shirt. I like this. I like compliment. Be positive. But you're going to have to use your gift. You understand me? Because there's certain people that you don't even realize that you are the confirmation that they've been praying for. The things that you don't understand while you're saying those things, it means everything to them. You understand me? So do that. But I love you so much, chosen ones. Remember, I'll never reach out to you for a reading or a coaching session. You got to be ready to receive it. Because I ain't sugarcoating nothing. I'm going to tell you that's your karmic or your true divine lover. I'm going to tell you who's plotting on you, what you doing to you, what cycle's connected to you. You understand me? So you got to be ready to receive it, because if not, you're not going to comprehend, or you're not going to know what to do with that insight or information. So just be ready, all right? I love you so much. I do have a few slots available for the online courses, all right? I do have them available. The link's in my bio. Again, it's a small virtual class presence, so I do not have a lot of tickets availability for them. I already had my last one was just sold out, and the other ones are almost as well, all right? So I love you so much. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, you know how to reach me, babies. Be great.